Now, did you guys know that Philippine cinnamon is probably one of the best kept secrets in the world of spices? Unlike its more common counterparts, Philippine cinnamon has sort of a unique aroma and flavor that makes it sought after ingredients for beverages, baked goods, health supplements, and believe it or not, natural remedies. Now, by the way, I wanted to tell you about my friend of mine. I have a friend who, he likes to bake, okay? He asked me if Philippine cinnamon is good for desserts. You know what I said? I said, it's sensational. Okay, you guys didn't get that. That was my attempted joke. All right, everybody, moving right along. Welcome, everyone. My name is Ferdinand Soriano, your number one Philippine made product advocate in the US, the co founder of Emporium. But most importantly, as of this moment, they're co hosts for this episode of Uncovering Profitable Philippine Made Products in the US market. And it's brought to you by Emporium. And Emporium's job or goal, as you might go ahead and say it that way, is to create awareness and provide or create also sales opportunities for Philippine-made products in the U.S. market. And that is probably its main goal, and that is one thing that always we're striving for. Now, teamwork in this live stream is everything. Joining me now from the Philippines, live from the Philippines, I should say. He is the founder of JLSMEBC Consulting, and also Emporium's collaborative partner specializing in export management. Like I said, all the way from the Philippines. Please welcome my co host, Jeremy Solomon. Jeremy, how are you, buddy?
Hello! I'm good. Mabuti naman kami dito sa Pilipinas. At sobrang
Good.
excited ako, Brother Ferdinand, sa susunod na featured guest natin. And of
Oh,
course,
yeah.
yung ating, sabi na nating surprise buyer, di ba?
Oh yeah, we definitely got
Cool.
a surprise buyer. We're trying to make it more
Uh,
interesting for people to watch and see something live happen.
yeah, nakakatuwa yung friend mo, 'di ba? Sabi niya sa ang pagkakaintindi ko nga dahil sa sobrang sensational 'yon, he actually even started a podcast called Cinnamon Monologus, where
Oh,
every episode is a roller coaster of wisdom.
bam! Wow,
Pakornihan talaga 'to,
we're we're
pakornihan
we're
ng joke
we're we're
natin.
getting good at these jokes. Hopefully, people get it. It's great for the editing when we do that. But anyway, what's in store for us? I'm going to go ahead and let you have the mic. I mean, the camera. Okay.
All right. Once again, welcome to our Uncovering Profitable Philippine Product Livestream weekly program. Our partnership aims to elevate Filipino products in international markets like the US, while empowering local entrepreneurs. At JLS MEBC, our mission aligns with Emporium's goal of helping Filipino-made products excel globally. I am thrilled to solidify the partnership between JLSM EBC, your export business consulting agency, and Emporium's export management specialist and collaborator. Throughout the show, we will introduce products that promote a feel good, look good, and be good lifestyle. Beneficial for both consumers and profitable for businesses showcasing Philippine items. Ngayong Sabado po, we are featuring Plantsville Health, represented by Miss November Canieso-Yeo, who will be presenting the product lines. Masusurpresa kayo sa mga product lines niya. A brand specializing in healthy and organic cinnamon byproduct. Now positioned to address pressing sustainability challenges through collaborative efforts and innovative solutions. So stay tuned as we explore their products and journey to uncovering profitable Philippine-made products. Balik sa'yo, Brother Ferdinand.
Wow. Always,
O,
always
di ba?
great. Always great job on the introduction and segue. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that, Jeremy. Now I'm excited, but before we bring up the guest, I want to go ahead and just reiterate the three reasons of why we do this show. The first is we want to show the world that there are amazing Philippine products that are ready for the global market. That's one. And second, we want to go ahead and make sure that we try to encourage more exporting from Philippine manufacturers, because sometimes many Philippine exporters, they just want some sort of assurance or any sort of encouragement that there is a market for their product, and hopefully this show helps them to be able to feel that empowerment. And third, it's a running joke between me and Jeremy because we love great stories, and our guest for today has an amazing story. So we're always seeing which one gets sort of engrossed in it and being very involved in the story, because we love a background story of these amazing Philippine manufacturers. All right, with that said, let's go ahead and take a quick break and reset so that we can go ahead and introduce to you our next guest. Oh, and by the way, this is from our guest from last week, just so that you know.
Cool.
Go ahead and unmute myself before I keep started to talk. But now I wanted to go ahead and introduce this amazing lady, and her introduction. I want to make sure I get it down right, so I wrote everything down. But I've known her quite a while, got to know her products and her passion for promoting Philippine cinnamon. But let me go ahead and give her credit, or give you a little bit of background who she is. She's a social entrepreneur with 35 years of combined experience in community development and business, who works to bring back the endangered Philippine cinnamon and its industry that's supposedly been dead for 200 years. She graduated with a degree in community development economics, cum laude, and has volunteered in community work since she was 16 years old. She believes in working hard and working early. She was also a banker, corporate business developer, and she is a social entrepreneur for 15 years. Please welcome this very inspiring lady. I'm going to go ahead and introduce to all of you from Plantsville Health, November Canieso-Yeo. Hey, November.
Hi there. Good evening. It's morning here in the Philippines.
I'm excited to have you here. So, I'm sure all of our viewers just probably want to go ahead and get to it because we have a lot in store today. So I'm going to go ahead and give you the camera, or, to do your presentation. But did you want me to go ahead and play your recording first?
Yes, please. Thank you for.
Right. I'm going to get out of the screen, and then it's just going to be you. Okay. Hold on, please.
Hello, everyone. My name is November Canieso-Yeo, and our company specializes in manufacturing Philippine cinnamon-based products. The name of our company is Plantsville Health, with a vision of conservation, livelihood, health, and climate change mitigation. This is our product, the Philippine cinnamon cocoa sugar, and then the Philippine cinnamon sleep aromatic water. Let me tell you more about our company and our product. I learned that we are in a climate emergency, and the Philippines, with a 114 million population, is now ranked number one in the World Risk Index. This climate emergency is going to be long and definitely changing our lives. If we want to be profitable, we have to be sustainable as well. We expect rising sea levels, flooding, and extreme drought. The most vulnerable are the marginalized, like the farmers in our pilot site who earn only $91 per month, and true also for 3 million smallholder farmers because of many reasons, among which poor soil, typhoons, and too much heat due to climate change. This makes eating healthy difficult, such that 42 million have hypertension and 4 million have diabetes. This is a global pandemic, actually. There are 254 species all over the world, and 8% or 21 species grow in the Philippines. Filipinos, even before the Spaniards came, have been using the cinnamon as food and medicine, as well as in religion and culture. Imagine the wealth of experience we can gather locally and share to the world. We have gained traction and impact through the years. In our pilot site, we raised awareness of 350 farmers so they stopped making charcoal out of the Philippine cinnamon. And we have saved the 50 remaining mother trees in the town. And I'm happy to share that in our island, from one pilot site, and we are now going to 32 towns and cities, which hopefully going to impact more than 1,000 farmers. And we've also started expanding in other parts of the Philippines, like Interlac, and an ATA community would like to plant Philippine cinnamon. Their cinnamon is very, very aromatic as well. We have reached 2.2 million through various media. This is a very important uh, relationship because most Filipinos don't know that we have Philippine cinnamon and they cut the cinnamon and make into charcoal. And we have developed, instead of charcoal, high value products that were bought by customers locally and little by little in other countries as well. These are our products. The Philippine cinnamon cocoa sugar is made only of two ingredients, and it is really the alchemy that happens between two organically grown materials that make it special and unique. This product elevates the experience. And among the 40 brands promoted by the DTI in an international platform, we are one of the top 10 sellers. People do buy Philippine cinnamon because of the story, and they'd like to help in the conservation. And apparently, many Filipinos would like to do that. In terms of the sleep aromatic water, it is helpful in helping us sleep and helping us relax. It is made up of only the cinnamon itself, hydrosol, and then the essential oil of the lemongrass, and then the alcohol and a um, s- solubilizer that helps mix water and oil. And we also have the ginger cinnamon liniment. It's made of ginger oil and cinnamon essential oil. So you use it for when you'd like to relax and feel better. It's also a pain reliever. For example, if you have a headache, you put it on your temple and it relieves you. I also use it when I travel. I smell on it and I yes makes me feel better. We have the massage oil. It relaxes us and eases the pain. It's only made of uh, cold pressed virgin coconut oil, cinnamon essential oil, and lemongrass essential oil. It helps me sleep when I get a massage. And we also have the Philippine cinnamon essential water or hydrosol. It's a very dynamic um, ingredient. You can use it in many applications. You can put it in your coffee and in your tea. You can put it on your face. You can use it as deodorant. You can use it on your skin. I use it for my face. And we also have the sanitizer. So just the usual sanitizer, it also kills 99% germs, no? But more than that, it helps our skin get softer, moisturized, and doesn't dry up the skin, right? And if you're coughing and sneezing, you inhale on it, and it helps relieve cough and sneezing. So we have built our manufacturing facility and it is now registered in the FDA of the Philippines and the USA. We have also built a 100 kg and a 200 kg distiller and the 100 kg solar tunnel dryer that we use in our operations. The distillation facility is, of course, compliant to good manufacturing practice. And it really takes a village. We will not be able to do this in bringing back the Philippine cinnamon trees and bringing back the industry. So we take an ecosystem approach and partnered with key contributors like scientists, government, academe, and research scientists. So to be able to move the Philippine cinnamon forward. To end, we go back to the smallholder farmer with social and technological innovation. We raise her awareness on the presence and opportunities of the Philippine cinnamon, change her business model on the trees so it sustainably gives her livelihood. So she herself becomes a guardian and champion of the Philippine cinnamon to fight climate change. Maraming salamat po.
November. That was a very precise presentation, to say the least. I love it. I mean, you
Thank
can't
you.
ask for a better presentation than that, November. That was awesome, right, Jeremy?
Agree with you. At saka sobrang daming advantage talaga ng cinnamon eh. Ang pagkakaintindi ko lang, ginagamit ang cinnamon talaga sa mga baking ano. Pero this time daming mga after mga byproducts na niya. Grabe. I'm so glad to see yung mga innovations on cinnamon.
Well, just like
Thank
you,
you.
all I keep thinking every time I thought of cinnamon was more like cinnamon rolls. I'm sorry to say that, but at the end
Sa
of the
akin nga pampaswerte eh.
swerte.
Ginagamit pampaswerte ang cinnamon eh.
But you know what though? That's why I'm excited to get the distinguish between the two, because obviously that's the whole amazing thing about Philippine cinnamon. It has a different profile, but I like cinnamon period because after talking to you so many years ago now, November, I started to put cinnamon period in my coffee period, just so that I can get that
The
the
smell.
ingredient in my system. So even if I don't do the cinnamon rolls or anything like that, I just like to put it in my coffee now. But congratulations to all the work that you've done. I mean, you've come a long way as far as that. But Jeremy, I'm going to leave it up to you. I know that you probably want to get started because at the end of the day, we're here to try to get this product out in the marketplace, especially in the U.S. market, right, Jeremy?
True, true, true. Yeah, exciting to. Oo.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take myself out. And if November's ready to go, then I'll go ahead and turn the camera back to Jeremy and you.
Yan. All right, please
Okay.
share my
Thank
slide,
you.
please. There you go. Ayan. So, we all know naman that Philippine products have such a tremendous potential for global market. In our live stream, we believe in showcasing unique and profitable Philippine products that help you look good, feel good, and be good. Aside from being a certified digital expert enabler by the International Trade Center, my role in this show is to prepare Philippine brands to be ready for these global market and take advantage of that export potential. Now, based on my initial research, this is how we will do it. But first, we start. Let me ask Miss November. Miss November, are you ready?
Yes, of course.
All right, great, great, great. We will begin from cultural significance muna. Ano yung epekto ng cinnamon sa ating pangkabuhayan, and then yung real-time international market analysis. So I'll explain a little bit further to mga to, no? And then the third one is yung countries that other than the Philippines, where is USA importing your flagship product, no? Yung Harmonized Systems Code 3307.49, which is the other aromatic waters and sprays. Yun yung flagship product na ipepresent natin, i-analyze natin. And then of course, yung export trade between the Philippines and the USA. Yun po yung gagawin natin. So let's begin. All right. So ito po yung aking research about the cultural significance. Did you know na antindi pala ng historical discovery nito? Kasi si no other than our great Ferdinand Magellan pala yung nakahanap nitong cinnamon, no? Na nandito na pala yung cinnamon, no? It's called cinnamon Mindanese, no? In the Philippines, no? It's a relatively close daw sa Sri Lankan cinnamon. So, di ba?
Jeremy.
Yes, ma'am.
Jeremy, I'll cut
Go ahead, ma'am.
you. No. Sorry, the cinnamon is native to the Philippines, and Filipinos have been using it even before Magellan came. The
Exactly.
Spaniards actually came to look for our cinnamon, and when they
Mhm.
found our cinnamon, they colonized us.
Exactly. Oo, 'di ba? Antindi, parang nakahanap sila ng gold mine sa cinnamon natin. True, 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 true. All right. So the second one is yung traditional medicinal use pala siya, no? So alam naman natin, actually sa akin yan, like I said, para lang sa baking ang nakikita ko siya, tsaka sa kape, no? Doon ko siya talagang malaging naririnig ang cinnamon. Yung pala, nagagamit din pala yung bark niya, no? Yung pang treat sa stomach ache. So marami pala siya talagang gamit. Aside from the third one, yung culinary applications. The fourth one is yung economic potential, no? Now that you are promoting and always into this advocacy on cinnamon tree, we're glad that you have the assistance of local government, national government as well, no? And the third one is yung conservation efforts mo. So we are really, really, appreciating what your effort. It's a long way to preserve these cinnamon trees natin. But then again, kung merong mga katulad mo that is really passionate on protecting this cinnamon, talaga namang I'm sure na nasa magandang future ang cinnamon trees ng Philippines, 'di ba? May sa November. All right.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Yes. No. Now, like I said, sa sobrang dun sa when I was looking at your product line, iba-iba talaga siya, no? So, for now, we will concentrate muna dito sa aromatic mo, no? Tong sleep aromatic water ng cinnamon mo kasi you were saying that this is roughly 99% na cinnamon talaga siya, no? And the rest is really water, no? Distilled water. So basically, dito naman, dito yung ifo-focus ko muna yung analysis natin, yung international market analysis. But of course, yung mga other byproduct mo, we can always research in the future kung ano yung international market naman opportunity for those. Okay, for those who are planning to import means yung mga US buyer who wants to buy immediately yung produkto na to, itong ating aromatic water. Basically, ang harmonized systems code niya is 330749. Okay, so ito yung pinaka-specific yung botelya na yon, no, na may kasamang mixture na siya, no. So yun yung basically yung binibili natin. But then again, of course, if you wanted to deep dive on bringing in the cinnamon tree itself, yun yung gusto nyong maintindihan, ang harmonized systems code naman kasi noon is 090611. So again, there are different types ng classification, no, just to remove any confusion. Itong market analysis natin is more of the byproduct na, yung actual na binebenta natin sa merkado. Okay? So, ito po yung next na gagawin natin. One of the things that you might probably ask is that, Jeremy, saan nanggagaling yung data ng ipe-present mo? Kasi syempre, anyone can search sa Google, andyan na si ChatGPT, saan niya kinukuha yung sources nito? Well, itong data na ipe-present natin is nanggagaling siya kay International Trade Center. Basically, it consolidates everything, no? Everyone who are into export and import on all countries. So, hinuhugot niya yan kay National Statistics Office. So, lahat ng mga nag-import-export na nakaka-capture ng system na to, no? So, basically, nandyan yung makikita natin yung anything about yung trade map, anong mga produkto or mga countries na pinagbebentahan or opportunities for Philippines, no? Yung mga trade partners niya, nandyan yan. Market access and export potential. Then, like I said, ang gagawin natin is focus muna tayo doon sa produkto ni Madam, yung flagship kanyang flagship product. Okay, nag-pre-search na kasi ako para mas mabilis lang, no? So again, 3307 worldwide to. Anong ibig sabihin to? Itong mapa na to is basically lahat ng nag-export ng produkto na yung pinapakita natin. If you were to look at it, no, meron ka lang namang 795 million US dollar na opportunity at meron ka pang natitira na 277 million na opportunity. So ito yung na-consume na ng iba-ibang bansa, na export na nila. Pero meron ka pa namang natitirang 2.77. In short, 795 plus 277, iyon yung market na nakuha ni International Trade Center 2023 statistics as of 2023. In short, these are the countries that might probably have a potential pa rin na mag-export, no? So mapapansin mo ang United States meron siya dito. So later di-deep dive natin dito, no? So the second question now is that, Jeremy, if I am going to export itong ating produkto na to, saan pinapadala ngayon ni Philippines, no? Sino-sino yung mga countries na by default kumukuha na? So mapapansin mo si Belgium. isa yan sa kumukuha. Australia, Singapore, Turkey, and then United States. Imagine mo, pang-5 lang si United States now. But then again, meron pa tayong neighboring countries like Malaysia, UAE, Argentina, Brazil. So ano yung gist nitong sinasabi natin? Unfortunately, si Philippines is just a 0.4% of the international world export. Anong ibig sabihin nun, Jeremy? Ibig sabihin nun, Miss November, you have a 99% 0.06 na potential, no, yung market na pwede kang ma-dominate yung market ng cinnamon, specific to your to this water, no, aromatic water. So yun yung ibig sabihin nito. So maganda, di ba, na lumalabas na hindi lang United States pala ang pwede mong pagbentahan, marami pang ibang bansa, malapit siya dito lang sa Asia or in Europe, no. So next question now is that Jeremy, now that you have mentioned yung kalaban, yung potential na kalaban ko like these countries, can they be my partner? The answer there's definitely. So since nag-export na rin lang naman sila, you might probably ask this specific countries kung nakahanap ka ng mga partners mo yan. In the specific of United States, this is nandyan na si Emporium, di ba? Nasabi niya, yeah, of course, we can always showcase your product in the Filipino community dito sa US or things like that. So, gayon lang po yung technique nun, no? So, ngayon, pero, syempre, we also need to understand kung ito bang si US, meron din bang partner na iba na ginagawa or meron din siyang hinahanap. So, what we'll do is that we will try to see kung bang si United States ba, yung import niya, sabihin na nating may gumagawa din. Okay, so sino-sinong mga bansa niya kinukuha. So dito, it's a live po to, itong statistics na to. So bear with me, hanapin lang natin yung United States of America. And then this will get a little bit of kanto. So let me just, so no worries, may konting kon lang po yan. Yeah. Okay. Tayong mag-alala. Ito yung madalas na palagi naming tinitingnan na bakit nagkakaganito si export potentials. All right. Okay, loading lang po, loading lang. Okay. Okay, let me So okay. So mapapansin natin if you were to look at the US, share natin daw, no? Si US is actually contributing 13.5%, no, of nag-i-import. Binibili niya mga cinnamon product, no. So lumalabas saan niya kinukuha yung mga cinnamon byproduct specific to the aromatic water. Kinukuha po niya kay Mexico, China, imagine that, no, Vietnam and Thailand, nandyan sila, no, and Canada. So Jeremy, so nasan si Philippines? Unfortunately, nasa top 37 po tayo. So meaning to say medyo malayo-layo tayo sa top 5 na ini-importan. So anong ibig sabihin nun, Jeremy? Ayaw ba tayo ng US? No. Unfortunately kasi walang malakas na loob na exporter na magbenta sa US. In your case, there is a big opportunity for you to actually carry Philippines, no, cinnamon industry to the US, no. So maganda yung statistics na yan. So Jeremy, anong ibig sabihin ng world requirement? Well, by default, kung nakikita mo itong US, kailangan lang naman yan ng around 479,000. In this case is 89,699 tons lang naman. 89,699 tons lang naman na cinnamon ang kailangan niya. So meaning to say, medyo malaki-laki yung opportunity mo kung sakaling gusto mo talagang maglaro dito sa US, Miss November. Okay, now that we are able to find out sino-sino yung potential na competition ba siya or inspiration mo? Pwede mo kasi silang gawing inspiration. How are these guys like Vietnam and Thailand are promoting yung cinnamon sa US, di ba? And you might as well get an inspiration out of it. So, yun yung suggestion ko. So, again, ang maganda nito is that we have actually Brother Ferdinand to tell you the shortcut already. So imagine that meron ka ng kasangga sa US. All right? So far so good, Miss November, nasusundan mo po ba
Yeah.
tong ating presentation?
Jeremy,
Yes.
yeah, thank you very much for the comments, for the presentation. I'd like to ask, can I make a comment now or should I make a comment later?
For now, later na lang kasi may Q&A naman tayo. But please uh na lang mention na lang later ulit. Itutuloy ko lang, madam. Tapos malapit na. This is actually the last na natin. The last deck naman tong ipapakita ko. Cool so far? All right. So, okay. So let me just show you, no. So let me move forward, no. Ito na yung market ng US. So basically, so kinuha natin yung 330,749. Basically, ang meron kang opportunity na 479.9 million US dollar. Fortunately, you are targeting the number one importer ng produkto na yan. So meaning to say, US really is a good market na pwede mong pagdalhan ng produkto na to, no. Okay, unfortunately ang Philippines 0.4 nga percent, so lumalabas, nakikita sa statistics na medyo mababa yung statistics natin, and then bumaba pa ng pagbili nila sa Philippines, no. So like I said, don't feel despair na ito yung feel low na ay teka, ang baba na ng Philippines or halos wala na palang contribution sa Philippines. So put it on the other side. It's really an opportunity for you to bring up our importation and export naman ng cinnamon product mo. So meron pa bang natitirang potential for the 2023-2024? The answer there is yes. You probably start with 63.1 US thousand dollar. For the US ko lang naman to. So the other countries, iba-iba pa yung statistic niyan nung mismong aromatic water natin. Okay, so these are the statistics that the ITC was able to get, no? So merong nagfa-fluctuate na may nag-i-import and then babagsak, ganon, and then ngayon, 2023, bumagsak ng todo-todo. So what does it mean is that, again, wala lang naglalakas na maglabas ng tawag dito, ng mismong produkto class doon sa aromatic water mo. Meron ba tayong tariff? Well, meron naman, 0 to 6%, depende doon sa mismong classification ng Harmonized Systems Code. So merong 0, merong 3, merong 5. So basically, ito malalaman na lang natin kapag nag-apply na tayo sa Bureau of Customs, yung ipapa-identify na kung ano yung product na i-export natin. Okay? So the good news is that since you are into sustainability, no, sa US, there are actually 20 na entities. There are 20 entities na pwede mong makausap to actually co-promote yung Philippine cinnamon product natin, which is ito, mga entities na to, no. And then of course, the answer there is that, Jeremy, now if I plan to penetrate Philippines, like meron na akong pinost doon sa Amazon, how could I make sure na marami magkakaroon ng additional revenue channels? The answer there is that maganda yung ginawa mo. You started with the Amazon, but then again, iba talaga kapag nakikita na nagkakaroon ng nararamdaman ng mga Filipino community, mismo yung produkto, may nahawakan sila. So it's good thing to have additional layer of access to your product. Aside from the online, dapat at least meron kang mga retail shops, specialty shops na doon mo siya i-display yung mga yan. So Brother Ferdinand will actually tell you more about how to access those retail shops in the US market. Okay? So again, Jeremy, in that case ba, pwede ko na bang pagsabayin si US and other countries like Japan, Hong Kong, UK, Thailand, and China? The answer there is yes, pero of course, supporting other destination countries means merong tinatawag na imo-modify mo yung labeling mo. Kasi meron silang tinatawag na import formalities like Japan. Hindi pwede kasing pure English yung ipapadala mo sa kanila. Kailangan naka-translate lang yan into Japanese character, yung mga lahat ng mga kan mo, no? And then of course, you have to check yung IP, intellectual property, kasi baka mamaya may kapangalan na yung mismong produkto mo or meron ng identical similar that will trigger a similar confusing identity mo. Yun yung tipong tip ko lang na before we go out, make sure na we'll get assistance from trademark, IPO, and then we'll check, of course, yung label formalities nila, which normally the Japanese has already the standard labeling procedure kung how do you promote your product in the Japan country. But for now, since nandyan si US and ang laki ng opportunity dyan, we will be able to concentrate on US as of the moment. Cool. So far, I think that would be it for now, Miss November. So your questions, you want to, you may ask now. Go ahead, brother Ferdinand. You can join us.
Jeremy, thank you so much for that. I appreciate that, and hopefully, November has took away some golden nuggets. But let's go ahead and ask November if she has any questions before I start mine. So let's take a little break.
Okay. Actually, you have been looking at the export market for a long time. That's
Mhm.
why we have already filed our application for the trademark of Plantsville. It's already live at the USPTO. No? We have been looking
Nice.
at the aromatherapy market, no? Not
Mhm.
just on the Philippine cinnamon, but of course, obviously, cinnamon is a flagship because when we speak to farmers, when they plant the tree actually, kasi punong kahoy po siya, di ba? So in that same area of soil, we can also grow ginger, turmeric, etc. So since 2019, we have been distilling various types of aromatics. So we have distilled calamansi. Actually, we have distilled 9, no? Among them, calamansi, pomelo. We have not tried ilang-ilang. It's very expensive. We've already actually also tried, uh, aside from ginger and turmeric, galangal, also oregano, even the native kaffir, no? What I'm saying is the aromatherapy market is really large. So when we looked at the market, and there are really, really big players, and they are also here in the Philippines, we decided to focus our niche on the sleep market because the sleep is the number one mental health problem at the moment. At the same time, the quality of our sleep determines if we will have high blood pressure or not. No, so that's part of our health advocacy. I'm explaining this because I hopefully Filipinos will see that the products that we have is really geared towards being able to sleep well, no? For example, the cinnamon cocoa sugar, our buyers make that also as tea to drink before sleeping because it helps you sleep. So our second product, the sleep aromatic water, that's very obvious. They can spray it on their face or they can put in diffuser. It's the same thing also for the cinnamon hydrosol. And then the third one is the massage oil. A lot of people are not able to sleep, not just because of insomnia, but because of painful, no? Either back or leg from too much work during the day, or even head. And they can use the massage oil to relieve pain and help them sleep. It's also the same thing for ginger cinnamon oil. It also does that. The added benefit of ginger is it's handy, which means that you can bring it as a travel and you can take power naps because of that. So what I'm saying, Jeremy, is thank you very much for your presentation and opening the eyes of the viewers of the large potential of export, which is actually very important because we have the same message we'd like to send to the Filipino people. Please plant the Philippine cinnamon because there is a large market growing out there, no? The pilot site that we have, they don't know that first they have cinnamon, and second, the chemical characteristics of the cinnamon. So in 2022, we brought the 7 species that we found here in Negros for a gas chromatography mass spectrometry, GCMS test, and we found that one cinnamon in Negros contains 100% beta-linalool. Beta-linalool is the chemical that we find also in lavender, which we still import now, and helps us sleep. So, and we only found 7 species in Negros, but in the Philippines, there are 21 species that grows, and we don't even know the chemicals that they have. So thank you for showing us and the viewers of the huge market potential out there. So please plant the Philippine cinnamon.
Thank you, November. I do appreciate that because not only are we trying to educate the US market, but we're actually trying to encourage a lot more Philippine manufacturers, obviously, to do that because the title of the show is Uncovering Profitable Philippine Products. So obviously, you're just right up there. We always talked about the Philippine cinnamon as an ingredient or a plant, however you want to present it, as a unique product from the Philippines that a lot of people outside the Philippines should really learn a little bit more about it. So what I want to do now is let me go ahead and take you to the U.S. market. But when I first met you, so people will go, well, how come he's not talking about the Aramis, right? The reason why is obviously because right now you currently have US FDA with the Philippine cinnamon cocoa sugar, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And
So
thanks to your group as well, Ferdinand, through
no,
May.
I think May for that. But we have a special guest who took interest in the product among other things. So that's why I didn't want the audience to go, well, how come he's not talking about that? But this one, the reason why I'm focusing on the cinnamon sugar is because that is one thing that is already even hit the US market already in your own way, which I'll go into right now. So if you're ready to go, I'll go ahead and go right into the presentation of that so that we can go ahead and bring out our special guest, which I'm very excited to have him here. Okay, so let me go ahead and do that. And Jeremy, I'm going to go ahead and say bye-bye to you a little bit until we come back with a special guest, okay?
All right.
All right,
See
thank
you
you,
later.
Jeremy. All right, so let's go ahead and the way I want to present this to you is knowing that I know that you do a lot of research, okay? So I'm going to go right, breeze right through it. I'm going to focus on Philippine cinnamon cocoa sugar. The one thing that gravitated me to even want to continue talking to you is really your passion about the product, okay? And as well as the uniqueness of this product, even if it's just a certain amount of Philippine cinnamon goes into this product, because I know that a lot of the Philippine cinnamon actually goes into the other product that you mentioned earlier. But for now, if people want to get their hands on this product, then it's actually available to you now because you have US FDA certification. So let me go ahead and move forward, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and begin with the first slide. You might already know this, but again, it's something that I want you to be remind the audience of the enormity, the enormousness of, if there's such a word, enormousness of the Philippine cinnamon cocoa sugar. So as that says there, you're going to tap into a 2.6 billion US sweetener market. This is just cocoa sugar in general. Okay, this is based on the research that I have. Now, all of this, by the way, is available to you after the presentation, so you can dissect it, do whatever you want with it. At the end of the day, I just want to be helpful to you and sort of give more information so that when you decide to either do the other product or this one, then you've got whatever you needed to go ahead and move forward, because that's our goal, to encourage people and empower them. Okay, so market overview and size. As it states right there, market for natural sweetener is growing. Cinnamon cocoa sugar's position as a premium product, fitting the demand for organic, low glycemic, and sustainable sweetener. You already know that. But at the end of the day, a lot of people don't realize that. That's the reason why I think cinnamon cocoa sugar, not only cocoa sugar by itself is already amazing, and then you include that Philippine cinnamon. That's why I feel like there's like a 1-2 punch when it comes to promoting this particular product. And that's the reason our special guest took an interest to it, because it already complements what he's selling, but it's also healthier. Okay, so you're looking at the numbers there. Some people may not remember what that is, but that's the actual numbers for the cinnamon cocoa sugar. Second, the challenges and possible solutions for bringing your product here. You've been exporting the products here already in your own way, okay? I'm not sure exactly to what extent volume, but I think some of your products are already on Amazon. Is that correct, November?
Yes, yes.
Okay, great. Okay, so good. So it's not like you're a complete newbie or a rookie in doing that. So you already understand that. Now, the challenges that you're going to have, and anybody who in the cinnamon, cocoa sugar, or cocoa sugar industry, there you're going to have your high shipping costs, import duties, market penetration, consumer education, and logistical issues. In some ways, you've already tackled some of that, and you've already went ahead and maybe even beat it or figured out a way to do it easily. So those are your challenges. Now, I feel like the opportunities are there. The world is looking for something, especially if you've got diabetes, for something of an alternative when it comes to Philippines to cocoa sugar or sweet. So a lot of your health conscious consumers are increasingly seeking natural sweeteners with health benefits. Again, that 1-2, so to speak, for me, the cocoa sugar in itself is already amazing, and then you throw in that Philippine cinnamon. I think you're able to, if you market just right, you can do premium pricing on this thing. A lot of people buy, would buy these type of products if they know that obviously it's certified in many ways, and you market it in such a way that it is a premium product. I think you can command that price. Currently, the current comparable products on Amazon, what I'm seeing are like 12-ounce jars, range from $15.99 to $18.99, indicating like a profitable price there. So to me, I don't know exactly yet. I didn't get into how much you're making the product, but that's what I saw on Amazon. So a lot of people can get a range of potentially how much you could sell the product for. Consultate. This is my advice to you. The reason I'm sort of even going a little bit fast is I want to give our special guests a lot more time, but focus on direct consumer approach via e-commerce platform like Amazon. You're doing that already. Maybe you can give me a perspective on how that's going for you, but that's probably my number one recommendation. And then build partnerships with U.S. health food stores and grocery chains that specialize in organic products. That is a very uh, what's the word? I don't want to say tedious, but it's very labor intensive in trying to build relationships, and that's why I've always tried to tell you that we're here if you needed that, and if you're trying to market from the outside, trying to go after bulk orders and with manufacturers or ingredient suppliers. To me, I feel you just need one. You just need one ingredient supplier to believe in this product. Then they can go ahead and do the promotion for you. But what I personally want to do is I want to introduce you to the Bayanihan Commerce Network, where we're incorporating a lot of small mom and pop Filipino stores that not only sell the Philippine cinnamon cocoa sugar, but also the mist that you currently have. I think that is the great way to be able to sell it, because I know you've done it with Amazon, but why don't we try to bring it into smaller Filipino stores where they don't require a big amount of volume, but they will try it because it's unique. And then we can go ahead and try to turn them into wholesalers. Lastly, you already have social media influencer. I get that. You are a marketing, expert yourself. I know that from your biography or your bio. So I'm not even going to go there as far as that's concerned. So with that being said, also strategic pricing. To me, the suggested retail price, I would go with $15.99 to $18.99 for a 12-ounce jar. Compare against similar products. I don't know if I'm sure you've already researched it. Coconut Secret organic coconut sugar at $16.99 per 12 ounce. And then again, we're here to do volume, whether you do the cinnamon cocoa sugar or just plain Philippine cinnamon. I think that the market is there for manufacturers to really discover it as a product by itself also. So I'm excited about that. All right. So lastly, let's get into unique selling proposition. Your unique selling proposition, November, I think it's sustainably sourced. You do everything to make sure this thing is fair. There's trade fair practices, and you have a lot of sources to be able to supply people, right? And then like you said, it's a gold mine. You've invigorated this industry, and you are on the cusp of people discovering it more. So the more advertising you do, the more I think you're going to get a lot more people interested, asking for samples. Okay, premium quality and ethical production. I just said what I said. I just said it from your presentation, right? That's exactly what you're promoting to the global community, is ethical production and premium quality. I know you're doing all of that, so you're already done. I almost feel like that's the reason why I'm doing this really quick, because most of the time you already know it. I think what you're just really missing is a consistent effort and trying to be more committed into bringing the product into the U.S. market, which, by the way, you just said that you are. Okay, so I'm all for that. All right, the key takeaways. Premium pricing is achievable by highlighting the product's organic and sustainable qualities. Strategic partnership, effective e-commerce presence, and consumer education will be crucial to your success. And this is just based on the Philippine cinnamon cocoa sugar, nothing else. I didn't even talk about the product. Maybe we need to invite you to a next show and talk about specifically for that product. But right now, just me talking about it on my social media, people have already asked. That's why I ask you for your specs. And wonderful the fact that you have a website that actually just does that. And I can just easily tell people, click this, and then they're able to see the specs, which is amazing in terms of the sales process of getting to know your product. Okay. And last but not least, thank you so much. I appreciate it. If you have any questions, again, this presentation is available to you. November, not a problem. If you want to go over it again one more time after the show, we could do that also. And then I've got a special thank you from Elvis himself. Thank you very much. I appreciate your listening to my presentation. Hopefully that was amazing for you as much as it was amazing for me to go over your product. Now, let's take one question from you because I have a special guest for you today. And I want him to get down to a conversation with you about your product already. So do you have any questions for me?
I don't have a question. I just would like to appreciate the effort you and Jeremy have put in both of your presentations. Thank you very much.
I'm going to go ahead and do an Elvis thing. Remember, we're going to have a happy dance, okay, afterwards. Okay, so that's why I did that. All right. Anyway, all right. So I'm going to go ahead and introduce our next presenter. He is a good friend. I'm excited for him because his passion to promote Philippine coffee is as almost, if not the same, as your passion to promote Philippine cinnamon. November. That's why I'm excited. If nothing else, you both share a common spirit in being able to uplift Philippine farmers, manufacturers, create livelihoods for the Philippines, which I'm excited to be able to be a part of. So let me go ahead and do a quick introduction of this gentleman. I'm going to share the recent. I'm going to go ahead and share the recent. What's the word I'm looking for? His. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and bring him up. This is from his Instagram. This is from one of his openings. He's opened up 3 stores in Southern California. So I'm excited. So let me go ahead and play this for everyone. And here you go.
It's gonna make me wow.
Cool.
I'm excited for this gentleman to be on our show. So without further ado, without further delay, let me go ahead and introduce a good friend. And I admire this guy's passion as far as promoting his cafes, his coffee shop. But like I said, November, you've got a lot in common with this gentleman. Please welcome from Teofilo Coffee. Please welcome Ron Dizon. Hello, Mr. Dizon. Oh, you're on mute, sir.
Yes. Hi, everybody. Jeremy, November, and Ferdinand.
Hello.
Thank you guys for having me on. And
Mhm.
I've learned so much about cinnamon, and I'm like, whoa, 7 species? That's like,
In
I don't know,
one
unheard
town
of.
only.
Yeah, no, I mean
Go ahead, November.
I'm, you know what I mean? Like, it's interesting to learn all these things that the Philippines is known for historically. So it's like Ferdinand said, it's like it's meant to be to know each other and to yeah, I believe just coffee is just a byproduct of other things to follow. But
Well,
yeah,
let me ask you
thank
really
you.
quick. Just briefly talk a little bit about Teofilo Coffee. Just a quick summary. I mean, you've been doing this for a while, so I'm sure you need more than a couple of minutes. But at the end of the day, for the sake of the show, go ahead and give us a breakdown of how you started and where you are right now in so many words, I suppose.
Yeah, so in 2017, my mom had told me about coffee, Filipino coffee, and did a year research. And 2018, take a trip to the Philippines, try to talk to suppliers, farmers, and then 2019, go into farmers markets. At the height, I had four farmers markets plus catering, and towards the end of it, opened up our first brick and mortar in March of 2020. 5 years later, we have two locations, one in Long Beach and one in Carson, which Carson's opened already. So is that pretty brief?
You're a man of a few words, but very impactful, my friend. So thank you so much for that. All right. Now, the reason why I invited you onto the show is not only to give us perspective about your company and where it's going and your struggles and wins to promote Philippine coffee. I'm just hoping that if you could maybe provide a little bit more perspective on how possibly Philippine cinnamon could be a part of that. Not only from the cocoa sugar, but just the cinnamon itself as a spice, right? Because it's unique. So from your travels, how do you see potentially maybe November promoting this product here? What has been your experience with Philippine coffee, and maybe try to relate it to Philippine cinnamon?
Well, I think even just leaning in, right? So I looked at coffee, yes, that Filipino coffee, but I think leaning into our culture and the historic story behind it, like what she's telling me, these seven species, and it's been around since the 1700s. These are things that I've been preaching about, right? Because coffee will sell. And if you just say coffee or you just say cinnamon, but when you put Filipino behind it, that's how you lean into the product, right? Like there's no other way to do it. I think that's the easiest way, and sharing that story on how she found Phil or Philippine cinnamon. It's the same thing. Um, I think it's just showing the history behind it and that it's been there. So it's all fact that we're trying to share with people. Because even if I said it was coffee from anywhere, I think it's no surprise to anybody on how highly addictive coffee is. And just the traits, I guess, we import and we roast here fresh in the U.S. and then we sell it. Obviously, that I think that's as simple as it is. But when you say, we have a long history in coffee, almost 300 years, it's that I think is more meaningful and impactful to our people, the farmers themselves. So I think they're
Yeah,
very similar.
I do agree. November, do you have any comments you want to ask um, Ron a question? I mean, at the end of the day, the reason one of the things that I would love for you both to do is do it this live, where I know I'm going to put Ron on the spot, but I'd like to see, I want to be the catalyst for you guys to do something together in promoting both, because both are the same. Obviously, one is cinnamon and one is coffee, but you guys have the same spirit. So to me, it would be a feather in our caps if you guys could find a way to work with each other and promote this product. But I want November, live now, to see if she has any questions about how maybe your challenges in promoting your product. Do you have any questions for him, November?
Yeah. Actually, first a comment, no? Um, of course, I'm a social entrepreneur, so I always look at this from a social enterprise point of view. First off, the farmers here plant the cinnamon and coffee together because they are complementary, not just in food, in the coffee shop of Teofilo, but also from an ecosystem point of view. The cinnamon is used as a windbreaker for coffee so that when it flowers, the flowers get protected by the wind, from the wind. That's the first one. The second one is cinnamon has eugenol and it attracts the fruit fly that actually attacks coffee. That's why here farmers plant cinnamon with coffee, also cacao, bamboo, etc. So, and then the third one is we actually tawag dito, tried cinnamon cocoa sugar with coffee, And people who are diabetics or really watching out their sugar, customers tell us that um, their consumption of cinnamon cocoa sugar significantly reduces the spike of their blood sugar. So, which brings me to my question. More or less, in terms of your market, how much percent are those watching their sugar? That's the first question. Second, I watched your video of your shop, and you have other products aside from coffee, no? But of course, related to coffee. Um, do you? How much percent of your market also use tea for relaxation?
Um, a little less percent. I would say maybe 10% of the teas that we have, and they're more herbal teas, like calamansi and other Filipino teas that we're sourcing from the Philippines as well too, and like just other teas. And as far as us using, we actually, I hate to admit it, we do we we do use coconut palm sugar um, in one of our drink mixes that we make. And when I found out about your company, I was like, why don't we just get her sugar? I mean, before I even went on the show, I was already researching like, okay, well, how do we? And they already put cinnamon in coffee drinks already. So it's not that we can't do anything. We could have already been doing something. So and I'm gonna research a little bit more um, on how to get the product into my hands already. Because like I said, I'd rather support your product. Um, and isn't cinnamon as well anti-inflammatory as well?
Yes, it is
Yeah.
anti-inflammatory.
So right.
Oh, I could use that definitely right now. I'm being inflamed right now.
Me too, me too.
So that's the reason why I love to make sure that we try to encourage these type of conversations, because I wish that it was for 2 hours, but nobody would watch a 2 hour show unless they're really into cinnamon and coffee, right? But what I'm hoping from this interaction, that you guys met each other. That's one. We did that, right, Jeremy? We're good. So now you guys can both talk. What I'm hoping to happen is that you guys get to know each other's products and market, so that you guys can actually encourage each other. Because Ron, I know you're all about that, my friend. That's the reason why we've stayed friends. Because you give and take. I promote you, you promote me, and a lot of things have happened because of that relationship. And I'm always grateful. And then November, very very passionate, very knowledgeable, very smart, very caring about the environment, the livelihoods, the farmers. So
We
those
need
are,
more warrior
yeah,
like her.
yeah, we need more suppliers that are going to be like that about the product, to elevate the brand of the Philippines at the end of the day, right? So I'm, it's not that I'm hurrying you to everybody do the happy dance, because I am ready to go. With that being said, does anybody have any other comments? All I wanted to accomplish from here is that hopefully you guys will continue to talk. I don't want to put Ron in a spot where, hey man, let's go ahead and buy some cinnamon cocoa sugar. I don't want to
No,
do
I
that.
mean, like I said, I said, look, I don't say what I don't mean. I mean everything that I
Yeah,
say. You know that, Ferdinand. You know that.
I know that. but but
So
still, this
where can I
conversation,
buy the product, right? Where can I buy
yeah,
the product first, and then that's it. I mean, done.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
November, when he says that, he will. He's that kind of guy.
Thank
He
you.
won't say it. That's why I
I
got
think,
it. That's why I got on recording. Honestly, that's right. Okay, now I'm gonna play this recording.
yeah.
I'm just
But I
teasing,
really
Ron. I'm just
appreciate
teasing.
the
Yeah,
input that you all have, because I have not been to the US since I was 19 years old, so that's maybe about 30 years ago. What I'm saying is, all of you have a direct view of the US market, and I think that's the big chunk of what we really know. The Philippines is a tropical country, and you just throw out something, it grows, no? And many people here are growing. But the large part of what we need is really the market. And with this session, you practically gave me a yellow brick road, and you actually presented the wizard himself. So if I were Dorothy and walking towards the Wizard of Oz, it's me meeting the Wizard of Oz right now. And both
Yeah.
of you are presenting the yellow brick road. Thank you
Yes,
very
yes.
much.
We are a general contractor for the Wizard of Oz and painting that bricks yellow. So we're good. We're a general contractor. Okay. Jeremy and I, that's what we do. We're just a general contractor trying to build that brick road. And then Ron Dizon here, he is the wizard when it comes to trying to create awareness. Oh, I mean, keep looking at his Facebook, I mean his social media. This guy's all over the place, November. I mean, if you think I talk too much, this guy's all over the place in person. Okay. So that's the reason why I'm excited for him to meet people like you, because at the end of the day, he makes things happen. I just like to think that I'm a catalyst along with Jeremy and trying to make things happen. Jeremy's more like a specialist in making sure that when it leaves the country, it's nice and clean. I just happen to just hopefully connect people and something happens. So with that being
Yeah.
said, I'm going to go ahead and
Well,
play something to show some of the I'm going to show some of the comments from the audience. I have a couple from one person. So let me go ahead and show that. Her name is May. She's a big supporter. She knows May knows November knows May. So,
I mean,
yeah. So May's watching. She made a lot of comments. Okay. So with that being said, dear guys, Ron, do you have anything that you want to add on, my friend, before we go? I'm very thankful again for you being here.
No, I mean, I know Ferdinand likes to downplay what he does, but that's a special gift that you can connect people
Yeah.
like me in November. I'm an action person. Like, I mean everything that I say. So the words that I say that come out of my mouth mean more than anything. I'm an action person. So and you yourself, Ferdinand, you've been, ever since I met you, you've been opening doors. And like I said, when you open doors, I make sure to kick everything down so that the people behind me can follow, right? So or follow or lead. I mean, I'm just a person. That's all I do. And
Look at
you know,
Jeremy.
these
That's why Jeremy had that door. I mean, that's symbolic in our flyers, right, Jeremy? We opened the door.
Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the
I mean, if
door.
nothing else, if nothing else, like I said, nobody got anything out of it, at least we opened the door. Okay, so
True.
are you guys ready for the happy dance? And I hope you say yes, you are, because we're gonna end the show.
Right.
Right? You ready for the happy dance?
Ay,
Okay.
may,
I'm
may,
gonna give
may,
you.
may, may
I'm gonna
pahabol
give you a
eh.
moment
Sorry
to
ah.
stretch. To stretch. Okay, you guys got to stretch. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and play on this music so we don't break any bones. I'm gonna go ahead and play this music. Let's see. All right,
play
here we
something
go.
good,
Here we
bro.
go.
Play something good, man.
Yeah. There you go. There you go. Let's prepare.
Okay, so we're doing it for 10 seconds to show the audience that we're not uptight. We just want to have a good time. Okay, there you go.
Uh,
We're already started.
sorry, brother. There's a there's a additional question.
the question now.
What's the question? Bring it on.
Question. Yeah. Sabi niya, I would like to know if you can work with the American Diabetes Society regarding cinnamon sugar. This is from Marilu Aguinaldo Lee. Yeah.
Do that while you answer the phone. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So we're done. I'm excited. You guys connected. And we're good to go.
Thank you.
The reality is that Ron, thank you so much. You want to make a last comment, Ron, before I sign you off?
Let's go.
Let's go.
Man.
That's it.
Talk to you soon, Mr. Ron. All right. Bye-bye, sir. November, you got any last comments you want to make?
I encourage Filipinos in the US to look into the Philippine cinnamon so that we can reconnect with our natural heritage and our cultural heritage. At the same time, bring in more people towards the Philippine cinnamon industry. Thank you.
Bye, November. Thank you so much for being on our show. we will make an appointment again to go ahead and sort of recap what we did and then figure out how we can work together moving forward, okay? Now that we've officially put you in there and made you do the happy dance.
Thank you sa inyong dalawa. Thank you so much. Appreciate
You're
it.
welcome. Bye-bye.
Thank you, thank you.
All right, Jeremy. So we did it. That's another show. It's a wrap, sir. We're good.
Yes, yes, yes.
Right?
Imagine mo, hindi na, at least now, medyo yung mga guests featured natin ngayon, talagang dumadami yung nakikinig immediately, no? May mga pumahabol pa, mga comments sila. Sayang, hindi natin nabasa. But anyways, we'll get back to them. Yeah.
Which they did, and you can just maybe do a post, right? At the end, I love it. Take a picture of it so they know that people are actually watching. So, Jeremy, I'm going to leave it up to you. What is your last comments before I sign you
Oh,
off?
yes. So again, for our viewers and mga followers natin, please do support us every other week. We have this show, no? Itong UPP. And we, of course, encourage everyone who are watching now and who plan to, to be featured in our live stream. Open po yung door natin, okay? Ang key lang dito is that, do you have a heart to export Filipino product to the US and other countries, of course? Yan yung aming qualification question lang. And if the answer is yes, you are on the right channel. Right people, right team. Immediately, we are here to guide you and, of course, to help you explore the world. Diba, Brother Ferdinand?
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Jeremy. Ikaw rin, I appreciate the guest. I appreciate the special guest, but I appreciate you because you're hanging in there supporting me, supporting Emporium, but we're both supporting each other. Okay, the reality, that's what it is.
Brothers.
Yeah. So I'm excited. Thank you for being my co-host and my partner in this journey and trying to bring more Philippine products into the U.S. market. With that said, I'll see you later. Okay.
Alright, abangan nila yung susunod. Mas exciting ulit. Alright. Hindi namin sasabihin. Pero abangan nyo lang yung mga post namin. Alright.
All right. So we just wrapped up another show of uncovering profitable Philippine-made products. Thank you all for paying attention. And again, if you're a Philippine manufacturer watching us now, please continue to support it. Tell other people about what we're just trying to do. It's a simple task that we're trying to do. Every 2 weeks, we're trying to bring some empowerment to Philippine suppliers. And then hopefully people that are watching that are not from the Philippines and they're here in the US and they're trying to get an idea what type of products are in the Philippines, then this is the show. This is the show that you'll want to go stay tuned on so that you can discover all that. Not only you're watching a product, we'll tell you how to bring it from there to over here. It's not just a TikTok or a Facebook reel or whatever of showing you a product and that's it. But if you want to sell those products, you want to know how to get the products over here, then we'll show you all of that. It's not just a show and tell. It's the behind the scenes also that we're trying to accomplish. All right. With that being said, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys will watch again in 2 weeks. And with that being said, I want to give credit to the people. Thank you for Teresa. Thank you for Jeremy. Thank you for Christina Espiritu. Thank you for all the people that help promote this product. I mean, this company, this show. All right. With that being said, bye-bye, guys.